Hello everybody and welcome back once again to the Lord of the Rings The Third Age walkthrough. We are smack dab in the middle of I don't know. I guess it's kind of a bloodbath? I don't know, kinda. Anyway, we're in Helm's Deep. And the sun is rising.
It is first light upon the 5th day. At this moment, the Ents smash into Saruman's fortress. His power is overthrown by a more ancient one. Do you remember now? Does your doom return to you?
You are mine, Gondorian. You shall obey my will. There are none who can resist me. Find Boromir, son of Denethor, for he shall capture an item of great value. Bring it to me. Nothing else matters. Will you do this?
Yes. I obey the white hand of Saruman.
His hold over you is now broken. You are now free. He controls you no more. Do you now understand? She was your guide while you walked in shadow. The darkness has lifted.
And what of you? Are we finished as well?
No. We must descend into the Great War beyond. There, if we survive, the threads of our lives may yet continue.
Yes, Berethor. Saruman sought to entrap you, as he himself was ensnared. But we saw from afar your quality, and we sought to preserve it. When Saruman revealed his malice, we moved in reply. The Lady Galadriel spoke to Idriel, who consented to protect you. I came to Rivendell to prepare our strategy and saw you upon the road. And thus your journey began. But know that with the fall of Orthanc, the danger grows. Sauron's wrath will be terrible, his retribution swift. Theoden King stands alone. Not alone. Rohirrim!
Eomer.
To the king! But the power of Mordor grows. Sauron's gaze now falls upon Minas Tirith. I shall hasten to its aid, for there the hammer will fall hardest. All warriors in these lands must come to its defense. It is your future, Gondorian.
Huh, okay. So I guess we're actually done in Helm's Deep.
Now by various roads we all ride to Minas Tirith and the great war of the Third Age. You have traveled far, Berethor, to the ruins of Gondor's once proud capital, Osgiliath. The men of Gondor are valiant, but they are outnumbered in the contest to come. You aid their cause with warriors and artifacts from the north. Bravery will not be enough against the Dark Lord this time. Sauron opens wide his gates and sends forth a great and terrible horde. Events I hope set in motion force his hand. He strikes early, but we must stop him at Minas Tirith. His first waves already stir the Anduin. Hurry to the river, Berethor. There you will find your final test.
Oh my gosh. Alright, so many cutscenes. Anyways. We are in Osgiliath, and I guess we're going to grab some treasures before we do the evil mode. As well as, I think I do a couple of battles.
Before, but it has faded in my mind. Dim. Wraith-like.
I traveled to Osgiliath often as an outrider, and was caught up in the battle that Boromir led here.
I was ordered to marry a warrior who deserted when fighting on that island. For that, my family was banished from Gondor, as was he.
You know, my friend, you could perhaps be his brother. But I'm mistaken. I hardly kept my own head in that fight.
Stay alert. They're almost across.
Here they come.
They shall find us of superior quality.
I know those words. You were here before. You fled in dishonor.
Not this time, my friend.
In all honesty, I kind of wish I would have just saved my game there and done the evil mode, but that's okay. It just means there's a couple of battles here we'll have to do without the benefit of any items that we would have obtained from the Helm's Deep evil mode. Excuse me, sorry about that. So yeah, I vaguely remember there's a couple of battles, one after another here. So we will we'll crush these baddies down and then check on our spoils. All right, looks like Faramir's whooping some butt. Boom! There's Idril for you. The next Elfstone of Spirit enhancement is coming right up too. So if she wasn't already a beast, you can make her even more ridiculous after this.
Age of men is over.
I shall face him for the sake of Gondor.
Alright, more lovely recycled movie lines, because we haven't had enough of that already. Anyways, we have got a fun battle here. So, Gothmog here has an item that we're going to want to steal. And it's interesting. So, The Gothmog here again. I believe he's got a pair of axes for Morwen, and we're actually going to. Geez, excuse me. We're going to be fighting Gothmog again later, and he actually, unfortunately, has the same axes, so you don't need to steal from him both times, and, you know, I guess if you got to this battle and you forgot to steal, don't stress it too much. You will be able to obtain that set of axes at a later date. Unfortunately, by the time we fight him again, I believe they will be outdated, so, you know, if you didn't get them here, I guess, and you wanted a full item list or something like that, you know, go ahead and still steal. Otherwise, I guess I wouldn't worry about it too much. Anyways, alright, so what do we got going here? Obviously, Faramir is here to help us out. I would definitely recommend tossing out Steward armor on the first turn. Reason being, it's going to buff up your armor. And then on top of that, he's got another ability called Faramir's Quality, and he can use that on anybody else. And basically what Faramir's Quality is going to do for you is anytime you take damage from a source, he will counterattack that target for you automatically 100% of the time. The crazy part about it is it also works on Gothmog's what is his ability? Baradur Curse. So, Barad, oh my god, that's so hard to say. Baradur Curse. It sounds so funny too when I say it. Anyways, Baradur Curse hits all of the allies at once, and it's a damage over time. So, if you put Faramir's Quality or whatever that's called on all of your characters, every time Baradur Curse ticks on your allies, Faramir will counter something like 3 times. Up to, I think his total is, I think he can counterattack up to what would that be, 9 times in a row or something like that? No, that can't be right. It's got to be a max of 3. Alright, we'll see. We'll see here in a minute. I'm pretty sure I end up putting it on all my characters, and we will see how it all plays out. Anyways, again, it's a really good ability to start throwing out if you can. Otherwise, I guess I wouldn't recommend doing really anything else with him. Just make sure you get those you know, Faramir's Qualities. Get that on everybody, and then I guess, you know, go about your merry way with Faramir. Here I wanted to do a war call just to see, I guess, what Faramir would do. I think he just uses his, Captain's Volley, which isn't bad, but it looks like that's only a single target, so, it's not that great. And unfortunately, what that also means is that Barathor will not be able to use his part of Warcry, which, you know, in my case would be Gondor Rampage. Which again is pretty unfortunate since what was that, Captain's Volley almost did nothing, but whatever. Anyways, just like a few of the other battles in the game. Alright, so by the way, that shield is completely worthless. I don't know why I even bothered using that. But anyways, just like a lot of the other battles, you've got archers in the back, and you know, they won't be able to be attacked with melee characters, which, you know, is completely fine since we've got many you know, different characters that can reach them with one attack or another. And so if your characters are fairly weak, or if your characters haven't been developed as extremely as mine, Faramir's Quality can really come in handy because, you know, again, every time Baradur Curse ticks on your characters, Faramir will counterattack. So you will see, at a certain point, you'll see Baradur Curse tick, and then Faramir counters like 3 times in a row, maybe even more. I guess we'll find out here. But all right, everybody's immune to Curse. Gothmog is immune to basically anything fun. I believe he's even immune to Cripple, which is which is rare up to this point. You know, normally anything can be crippled. Yes, there are certain exceptions to the rule, but from this point out, there are quite a few bosses that you will not be able to use that on. Anyways, let's keep going here. Let's keep using Faramir's quality. It is kind of funny how weak his damage is in comparison to some compared to some other characters. Look at that, 841. Really? Whatever. Okay. Hey, they can't all be Aragorns, I guess, right? I mean, I still like Faramir. Faramir is awesome, but anyways. Alright, so it looks like I stuck a... Yeah, he's immune to crippling. Looks like I stuck a suffocating evil, or suffocating evil on the archer in the back. I don't know how necessary that was, but I guess it's fun just to do it. Ooh, Ithilien Flurry. Okay. That hits for even less than Captain's Volley. I guess that was supposedly multi-target, though. So I guess maybe that would have been good earlier. Anyways. Let's take this bad guy down. Did I miss stealing? Did I already bring Morwen in and steal? I very well could have. Oftentimes I'll look away for a second and miss, you know, key actions in battle, and then I'm like, hey, what happened? What's going on? I'm totally lost. Because I'm a bad. And this is totally not playing out the way I thought either. So maybe the second time I fought... Nope, never mind. I'm sorry. I was thinking that the second time I fought this guy, that maybe that was when Barad-dûr Curse kept getting used. I guess we'll see. The fight's not over, that's for sure. Smite. I think I used Smite on accident. I meant to use Berserk there. And again, I'm assuming here I just missed Morwen coming in to steal, because otherwise I'm a little surprised I'd be going so, or dealing so much damage to him. Normally I kind of take care of that kind of stuff at the beginning of battle, you know, swap menus or swap characters in and you know, make sure that they're getting experience. Alright, so I had to rewind just to check, and I did. So you can steal the Third Age Battle Axe of Khazad-dûm from Gothmog here. And again, you know, you can actually steal that from him. There's another opportunity to steal it from him. Obviously, I would recommend, if you're going to bother, do it now, because once again, later on, you know, your second opportunity, it's kind of, if I remember right anyway, it's obsolete by that point. So. Alright. Blinding Light did a ton of it. Here we go. Alright, so now we've got Barad-dûr Curse on everybody. Here's the counterattack. 1 counterattack. 2 counterattack. 3 counterattacked. 4! Here we go. This will be 6. 5! Nice critical in there. And the 6th. Nice, so he died to counters. Okay, the reason why he counterattacked 6 times was when he applied Barad-dûr Curse, everybody, or the 3 other characters already had Faramir's quality on them. So the initial application, he counterattacks every single one of them, and then right after that, Barad-dûr Curse, the actual damage over time effect ticked. So that is why you got the next 3 counterattacks, one right after another. And since he since the 6th counterattack is what killed him, he obviously runs away, and you wouldn't have seen the damage that was dealt from the damage over time effect. So, long story short, that's why that's why there was 6 counterattacks back to back, which is kind of funny. The interesting part, though, that I find about that whole deal is, to me, I feel like the initial application of Barad-dûr Curse shouldn't have triggered the counterattack because it doesn't actually deal any damage, but, you know, apparently it's just literally any action triggers it. So that's why. Excuse me, sorry. Man, all kinds of battles. And it actually, excuse me, it looks like we'll end up doing the hard mode for Rohan after this video. I'm sure thinking that's the case anyway, because we are getting very close to the end of this video already. So, again, I think that will be in the next video. Oh, and here I'm about to... Maybe I'll prove myself wrong right here. I doubt it, but who knows. Alright, look at that speed. So ridiculous. I really don't know if I should have gone that high on the speed, but I think it kind of turned out okay. Or I kind of like it. I feel like maybe a better balance between the two, or maybe if I... Actually, I kind of feel like I should have gone a little heavier on spirit as opposed to the speed. I think once you get to right around 100 or so speed, you're probably good. Anything over that is kind of overkill. Anyhow, all right, let's equip some new stuff. All right, look at that. I had a ton of cracked elf stones of fire protection. Yeah, that's the name of that one. Jeez. And reason being, I did a bunch of random battles in Helm's Deep there to obtain those. All right, what do we have here? Ring of Haven. This thing I really like. 9 speed, 11 spirit. I'm betting I equipped that. Yep. And here we've got a nice sword upgrade for Barad-dûr. I definitely would. I'm sure I equipped that as well. No reason really not to. And here we've got a new chest plate. Put that bad boy on. Tiara of the Galadrim. Alright, so for my most recent playthrough, I did not equip that. It looks like I did for this one. But that was a huge armor reduction, and honestly, I didn't think that those stats were really worth it. I think that old helmet is a lot better on her. That Dwarven Scale Mail Hauberk is insane. The armor, well, it's good. The armor on it's fairly good. And, alright, let's see here. This belt buckle looks okay. I'm getting, yeah, that's a lot of stats there over what I was wearing. Alright, so I guess we'll go with that one. Rohirrim Mystical Greaves. It's a straight upgrade. This is the axe that we just stole. And alright, 66 and plus 9, 67 and plus 8. I don't know. That's actually a toss-up. I mean, to be honest, the one that we just stole isn't that much better than the double bit axe, which is kind of unfortunate, but whatever. I guess it looks cooler. I'll give it that. Alright, anyways, I gotta cut this already. So, like, comment, subscribe, whatever you guys want to do. Hope these guides are helpful, though, and hope you join me for more. Alright, thanks for watching.